Gov Soludo's desperate pursuit of Nigeria's presidency, and his disparaging remarks on the Igbo nation. Have you had the chance to listen to Gov Chukwuma Soludo's address to some Igbo folks in America? If not, I've listened to it multiple times and have a sense of the underlying motives at play. Soludo's rhetoric mirrors what we often see from other Igbo politicians. His expressions, words, and actions all suggest that his true aspiration goes beyond being a governor. Soludo is eyeing the role of the Igbo president of Nigeria, an ambition that Peter Obi threatens. Have you considered why Soludo frequently criticizes Peter Obi, who had a commendable tenure as Anambra's governor, yet refrains from speaking ill of former governor Willie Obiano? The reason is clear. If Peter Obi were to ascend to the presidency as an Igbo man, Soludo's dreams would come crashing down. That's why he continually undermines Peter Obi. It's amusing to hear people label Gov Soludo as an APGA governor. In reality, he is masquerading as an APGA leader while being firmly rooted in the APC. His history with the APC predates his governorship, and he remains aligned with them. This allegiance explains why he is likely to manipulate his way into power once more, with the implicit backing of Aso Rock working against their own APC candidate in Anambra. Soludo is a pawn for the APC and has garnered trust from the Fulani. His recent trip to the United States serves as a case in point, where he attempted to absolve the Fulani herdsmen of any culpability regarding kidnappings and killings in Igbo territory. In his address, he claimed that 99.9% of such crimes were perpetrated by Igbo people against their own. Essentially, he insinuated that it's the Igbo who are responsible for the violence in their own land. Additionally, Soludo took the opportunity to subtly undermine IPOB and ESN during his speech without even directly referencing them. He was strategic in his phrasing, likely leaving a negative impression of these groups in the minds of his audience. He stated that some individuals in the bush, claiming to be liberators from the Fulani, were merely kidnappers engaged in what he described as a lucrative business. It's difficult to believe that Soludo is unaware of the truth. He must know that the government played a role in the emergence of Simon Ekpa and his criminal factions, which terrorized Imo State and parts of Anambra. As the governor, he has access to this information, yet it seems a narrative must be crafted to tarnish IPOB's reputation. Regardless, our community knows the reality, and we must continue to raise awareness about the situation. The violence perpetrated by Fulani herdsmen has led to the deaths of thousands in Igbo land. In Ebonyi, they targeted members of the chosen church, resulting in over 30 deaths. They also abducted a Methodist bishop in Imo State, demanding a ransom of 100 million naira. The evidence of their actions is readily available online. Fulani militants have engaged in killings and kidnappings not only in Enugu but also in Anambra. Yet an Igbo governor sees fit to travel to the USA to proclaim the innocence of the Fulani. It's crucial to acknowledge that there are indeed questionable individuals among us, but I strongly disagree with Governor Soludo's declaration labeling those arrested as 99.9% Igbo. His assertion lacks substance. Consider this. How many Fulani individuals has the Nigerian government or even any Southeast governor arrested in the last 3 years for their ongoing kidnappings, killings, and ransom demands? Have we ever heard of a Fulani herdsman ending up on trial? The fact is they roam freely with AK-47s unchallenged. Fellow Ndai Igbo, it's time we stand up against anyone who disparages our people for the sake of gaining favor with the North. There must be accountability for these actions. They believe that it is the Fulani who enable them to rise to power, not us. They know that the Fulani will always ensure their positions are secure. We need to focus our attention on our own leaders in Igbo land, town union heads, community presidents, youth leaders, market leaders, and women leaders. The governors have manipulated these leaders to exert control over the people and skew elections in their favor. We need to keep these leaders accountable. They should understand that they are being watched and that there will be repercussions if they betray our community in favor of these corrupt governors who prioritize their loyalty to the Fulani over their own people. Only then can we begin to challenge leaders like Governor Chukwuma Soludo, who consistently choose to defend terrorists instead of their own constituents. Written by Akira Orueke,